What's good, y'all? Welcome back to our Washington Capitals franchise mode here on NHL 25, and we are here at the 2034 playoff series in the first round against the Pittsburgh Penguins, the old rival, making their appearance once again. If you guys did miss the last episode, I highly suggest you check it out because, spoiler alert, we had an absolutely wild regular season. When they say video game numbers in real life, this is what they're talking about. Cole Eiserman, 77 goals in 82 games, 133 points, which, led the league in both categories. As you can see right here, a plus 77, which might even be the wildest stat of them all, as that top line was just ridiculous. And I was actually looking through some of these stats before I hit record just to kind of refresh my memory. It's been a little bit since I recorded the last video. And there was a couple things I wanted to mention. So for one, you can see obviously Bedard having a great year as well. 65 goals, 122 points. I was actually looking at his stats. He has not scored under 50 goals since we started this. So obviously, this was his rookie season in real life, and then this was in our year one season. He had 61 goals and 108 points. Yeah, he has not scored under 50 goals since we've started this. He's already got 629 and 888 games to go along with 1,110 points. And it's funny because if we look at the record book going back here, because I was actually seeing if Iceman was anywhere near the record at this point, or well, not record, but like where he stood. Yeah, he's only got 423. He's still young yet, so he's got a ways to go. But if you look way down here, it says 50 goal season. Connor Bedard already has 10, and he's 28 years old. So he's, I mean, it's gonna be either him or Matthews with that record by the end of this. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Maybe even Iceman can have a run at that, but to have 10 by you're only 28. I mean, he's only had one season where he didn't, and it was his rookie season in real life. So, just an absolute ridiculous number. Matthews already leading the entire NHL history in goals, 1,041 standing there. As you can see, some of the current guys like McDavid, Draisaitl, Matthews, Bedard getting in the record books already. And then I also wanted to look at, now he's not top 5 in points because of the names that were ahead of him, like Crosby, McDavid, all those guys. But how about Nathan MacKinnon here? So if you sort by goals, you can kind of find him easier. He had 52 goals this year, 97 points. He is 38 years old on Montreal, only an 84 overall. But he still is putting up ridiculous numbers. I mean, ever since he got to Montreal, he's been a point-per-game player. He's nearing 2,000 points, and I mean, the most impressive thing about him is that obviously his first about 40 years, I mean, 63 points is good. And, but he didn't have that like superstar breakout year until 2017, 2018 here. So, the fact that he's even close to 2,000 points after having that type of, that start to his career. I mean, he's been over 100 points a lot. Obviously, the 140 was from the last season in real life. But, even in the sim, but a 100-point guy, 90-point guy. So, he's climbing the ranks there in the record books as well. And I think oh yeah, and I also just want to mention this guy, Pierre Gamache for the Anaheim Ducks had 55 goals this year, which is a huge career jump for him. He had 19 his rookie year. He's been about a 20-30 guy, and then just like almost like a Chris Kreider type of breakout goal scoring year there. And I mean, pretty fitting. He's got tip jar, or not tip jar. Or Big Tipper. Yeah, tip jar's the goalie X factor. Big Tipper, he's 6'5" center, 235 pounds, so just a huge body in front of the net, getting a lot of tip-ins, I assume. I mean, this dude just looks like a beast. 91 overall, two-way forward, only 24 years old. Great pick, third overall there from Anaheim there in 2028. But we are not here to look around the league. Obviously, we did a little bit of that in the last episode after that huge year. We are here for the playoffs, so let's go ahead and I think we did look at the Penguins at the end of last episode, but just a refresher here. I know it's been about probably like 2 weeks by now since I posted the last video. So let's get a refresher here. First line, we have Maurice Devereaux, Kalen Ritchie, and not even going to try there on the first line. Kalen Ritchie was actually just recently traded to, I'm trying to remember, the Islanders for, that was the Brock Nelson trade. So he's up here at a 90 overall, first line center for the Penguins in this sim. Second line, we have Ville Koivunen, Matthew Patra, and Rucker McGroarty. Third line, we have Boucher, Green, and Newman, excuse me. And fourth line, we have Lachapov, Desneri, or I don't even really know how to pronounce his last name either. And Tyler Bertuzzi still here somehow. This dude's supposed to go like top 10 in this year's draft. He went 10th in this sim. to the Red Wings. Yeah, he actually looks like a good player. I've seen his numbers down. I think he plays in the W, right? It should, yeah. Or the Q, sorry, for Moncton. That's right. Yeah, this draft is pretty CHL heavy. I mean, even OHL, the top picks like Matthew Schaefer, Michael Misa, also in the OHL, Porter Martone, um, uh, blanking right now, Jake O'Brien. There's a lot of guys in the draft this year from the OHL, but yeah, so there is him right there on defense. This seems to be the weak spot. So they have Odelius and EJ Emery, who is a Rangers prospect. Doesn't say there because he's created in this game. We have Liski, I'm going to assume, with Velan, and then Buchner and Brunicki. A lot of names that are tough to pronounce here, at least for me. Yeah, 84 is their best defenseman. No X factors, no superstar defenseman. It's pretty weak. And then in goal we have Makinen right here, Raimo Makinen. Let's see his numbers. Before this year, honestly, not that good, but a good year for him this year. 918 save percentage. He's got almost a full set of abilities, just missing one silver. Yeah, it's just about how he's going to play in the sim here. So, yeah, obviously we look a lot better on paper, but I mean, shit, anything can happen in this game. I've seen really bad upsets, and I think we had to have won the President's Trophy, right? 56 wins. Maybe we didn't. I can't remember. Let me go here, because as we know, the President's Trophy curse has been a real thing before, and yeah, we did. So, I believe this was our first in this franchise. I could be wrong though, but. Yeah, this could be either a tale of two seasons, the regular season and the playoffs playing out very differently, or this can be the cherry on top to a very successful regular season and single seasons for guys like Iceman, Shooting, just that first line in general. And then actually, we can just double check our lines here. Take a look at how we're looking going into this matchup. Obviously, first line not touching Iceman, Shooting, and Ginla. Then we have Niemanen. Ryan Leonard, who actually just signed with the Capitals in real life today. So he's going to help with their depth for their playoff run, it looks like. And Caden Wallace. Then we got Joe Ginla, Lundin, and McKenna, Mirsachenko, Fraser Minton, and our captain, Connor McMichael. On defense, we have Quinn Hughes, Matejchuk still in that top pair, Bergfist, Cole Hudson, and then Dvorak and Stapleton. And, of course, in net, the guy we just got this year, Peter Kochetkov, who had a good regular season, 913 save percentage. That's pretty solid. I just need a good playoff run from him. Obviously, he's been honestly not that good the last few years. 2 years ago, that was good, 917 save percentage. They went 23 games. I think they won the cup. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, I need a year like this, 921, or if he's going to play a lot of games, a 917 is perfect. So, just good enough to win us some games. And obviously, we have Corona. And do we have anybody we can call up if things get hairy there in goal? Not really. So, we're going to have to kind of depend on him here because we don't have many choices. So, we've had enough introduction here, probably about 5-10 minutes in already. Let's get into game one here in Washington, going up against the Penguins. All right, here we go. First period underway. It is 0-0. They are outshooting us, so we need to lock into playoff mode here. Second period, and okay, yeah, 2-1 Pittsburgh. Joe Ginla for us opens up the goal scoring, but that right went on their first line. Again, not even going to try. And Tyler Bertuzzi on the fourth line getting a clutch goal for them there. They are still out shooting us, so we need to help our goalie here. Not doing too much. Our 133-point first line not really showing up right now, so gonna need something from them. We're catching up in shots a little bit, but there we go. Caden Wallace, second line left wing right there, chipping in from the left face-off circle. Here we go. 5 minutes left, tie game. Can we get a late game hero here in game one? Let's see. Anything? Nope. All right, we're going to overtime. Already in game one. Let's just get right into it. Like I said, we did catch up in shots there, but next goal wins. So it doesn't matter how many shots you get, and we don't get the next one. It's going to be green there for Pittsburgh, and we dropped game one in Washington. That is not good. First line straight up just did not show up. We can even take a look here. Yeah, where is Iserman? Had 5 shots, nothing to show for. And can I see? Oh, here we go. Shudin. I mean, they weren't minus, but yeah, they didn't help out pretty much at all. They played like almost a half hour there, 26 minutes for Shudin, Iserman. Yeah, not good. And obviously, we saw Pittsburgh's goaltender Makinen, a 941 save percentage, a great performance by him. I think Kochetkov, yeah, he was solid too. So definitely not on him. 2 goals to show for how good this team could be. And that defense, we should be able to score more goals on them. Not a good start, obviously. I'm not going to panic and make any changes. Obviously, if we drop this one, then we got to start looking at that. But let's just get right into game 2. Let's just shake that one off. Tough loss. I need to see at least like 4 or 5 goals this game. Come on, first period. All right, there we go. Cole Eisman on the power play. I called him out, and he shows up there. They are out shooting us again, though, but we just need some help. Here we go. Second period. Man, all right. Neiman scores for us, but Green gets a shorty, Richie, and Newman in for them. So, I mean, Kachekov still, they're just really outshooting. We're just getting outplayed. I mean, straight out, we are just getting heavily outplayed right now. Need our offense to pull one out for us here. Down one and going in the third. Yeah, heavily outshot. I mean, I'm not even blaming Kachekov here. Power play for them, and yep, they get one. Latchpoff. 4-2 Pittsburgh. All right, Bergfist gets one back for us, so it's back to a 1-goal game. We need another one here, at least to force overtime here, give us some more time. Running out, though. We are 3 minutes left, and yeah, Devereaux gets one at the end. And we drop game 2 as well, 5-3. This is not good at all. We are just not showing up offensively. Iceman a -2. I mean, I didn't think, if anything, I have to make changes to that line, but they're not getting it done right now. So, yeah, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. So, Iserman, 1 goal and -2. Yeah, -2s for this first line. Okay, Wallace has a goal and an assist. So does Neiman. I think I'm going to put Neiman on the first line right wing. And then, do I want to do anything? I mean, really, Shudin hasn't been great either. I'm going to put Neiman in there, and then we'll leave that. Ginla had that goal. Third line's been really good. I'm going to keep them there. Fourth line's just been kind of Defensively, yeah, top pair has not been great. +2 for Bergfist. I'm going to move him up. Going to leave Hughes up there. I mean, Kachekov's played fine. I know his save percentage might not say that. That goal at the end of last game kind of messed with things too. So, but he's played good. I'm not blaming him at all. We did get a power play goal from Iserman. I don't think I mean, if it's not cooking, we probably should consider changing it. But I don't even know what I would change, honestly. So, if we lose this game, then I'll make a lot of changes too. I mean, dropping 2 games, that's already a big deal. But, I mean, I got to be able to trust that this team can, score more than 3 and 2 goals. 5 goals in 2 games is, like, yeah, that's just not good enough for this team. I know how good we can be offensively. Makinen, shout out to him. He's having a great playoff start the first 2 games at 920. But we need to lock in here. All right, going back to Pittsburgh, down 2-0. Exactly where we didn't want to be. But hopefully that motivates us to get something on the board here. All right, first period of game 3, 1-1. All right, so Devereaux for them and Leonard for us. We are out shooting them a little bit in this game, so hopefully we can continue that. Second period, all right, 2-2. Newman in for them, McMichael for us, our captain. Where is our first line, man? We need them to show up. They have not gotten a 5v5 goal yet. Obviously, we did move Neiman in up there, but who got our first goal? It was Leonard, that's right. All right, power play for Pittsburgh goes nowhere, but Brunick there for them. 3-2. I mean, guys, we got to score more than 2 goals here. We're getting the shots. We just cannot solve Makinen here. This is not good. 3 minutes left. Can we get a late one? Guys, like, come on. I mean, man, I don't know. Like, we're just getting goalied right now, dude. This is not what I wanted to click there. Makinen at 951, 39 saves. I mean, just ridiculous. Our first line is just not showing up. Our offense in general, 6 shots for Iserman. He just hasn't been able to solve Makinen. All right. Well, we are down 3-0 after. Like, I hate this game sometimes, man. And this team right now, I am not happy with at all. All right. So, Lundeen hasn't done nothing. Let's move up McMichael. Iceman, you're getting demoted. I mean, just straight up. We could reunite those guys in the second line, but I mean, that wasn't even working. Even as a -2 now. Wallace. I mean, everyone's a minus because we're not winning at all. No points for Ginla. Let's I mean, 2 points for him. We could move up McMichael. Man, I really don't even know what to do. Let's go with... You know, McKenna's been clutch for us in the past. I just can't justify. He's got no points. He has a +2, though. You know what? We're going to move. We're going to try to put another playmaker with Iserman there. Gimlin with no points. He's going to go to the third line. He's going to play with his brother. And Connor McMichael, our captain, of course. So we'll unite the Iginlas. I don't even know if they've ever played with each other on the same line since they got to this team. I think I'll do that for the first line. And then defensively... Again, okay, Matejchuk a -5. He's got to be bumped down. Let's put Stapleton up there. Just not good enough at all. And then again, Kochetkov, I can't blame. I mean, he's got over a 900 save percentage, even though we're giving up 3.5 goals a game. You could argue that our offense is not... Cause the thing is like, when you're not getting offense and you're not spending time in your zone, like, you're doomed. Like, it's going to fuck over your goalie because you're not getting... I mean, 3 goals against... is not... We shouldn't lose that game. You know, 3-2, that's not a game we should lose. I mean, the 5 goals, you know, you can make the argument for, but the one was in the last 30 seconds, and I'd have more faith in Kochetkov than I do Corona, regardless. And Makinen at 932, even if we were getting that type of goaltending, I don't even know if we'd be able to put anything past Makinen regardless. So, yeah, we're kind of just where we're at. Down 3-0. It's up to the team if they want to show up or not. First period of Game 4. There we go. 2-0 after the first. Connor McMichael on the power play and Cole Hudson. Finally, we have some life. We are getting outshot by 1, but I just need to see goals. Periods like this where we have multiple goals. Here we go. Second period. All right. 1 for each team. Veland for them and Wallace for us. We are out shooting them now. 3-1. Got to win this game. Every game is a must-win now. Down 3-0. Backs are against the wall. We got to be able to edge these games out here. All right, here we go. 10 minutes left. I mean, we could use an insurance marker. It'd be nice to have a game where we get 4 or 5 goals. But, yep, and just like I said, they're within 1 now. That right winner that I can't pronounce. A minute left to get a power play. Yep, there you go. There you go. Thanks for, first of all, what was the penalty? Bergfist hooking. Nice. Yep, last 2 minutes. Why didn't you just let them get a power play? Why not? And because we cannot score an insurance marker, we're going to overtime. So, I mean, this is ridiculous. Absolutely abysmal playoff performance right now. I mean, one that just... Oh, man, this is infuriating right now. But, all right, we're elimination games, so we're going to jump in here, and we're going to see what happens. But our season could be done in 4 games in the playoffs if they score here. So we'll see what happens. Shudeen versus Richie on the face-off here. And we do get possession and throw it away. Nice. All right. Devereaux for them. Big hit there. There we go. Quinn Hughes has it now. Hughes up the left wing. A breaking in just... Okay, nice. Tried to take a slap shot and he lost the puck. Richie now up the right. Is that guy frozen? Yeah, well, either way, Odelius right in. Saved by Kochetkov. Was that guy frozen? Did I see that right? EA Sports, man. Wow. So he gets hit. And I think his stick doesn't break. So I think the game programs it to where if your stick doesn't break, you can't really give him a new one. I don't know why. Who is this? Latchipov is trying to give him a new one, and he's just stuck. So this is a real thing that happens. Oh, he finally does pick it up. Probably after the play is dead, or almost. Okay. Wow, that's a real animation that just happened. That's pretty bad. Either way, not a good start to overtime. A couple turnovers for us, and we have a defensive zone faceoff coming up as a result. As Caleb Ritchie leading the league in playoff points so far. 7 points in 4 games played. This one not even over yet, so we'll see what happens. As we do get possession after the faceoff, Niemanen dumps it in. All right. See if we can give chase and do something here. Odelius hit by Niemanen, but they already have the puck out of the zone. Devereaux up the middle, and we trip him. I mean, guys, like, what are we doing? Bergqvist again. Wasn't he the one that took the hooking penalty? All right, well, we're going to the kill. Oh, man. I mean, I'm lacking in commentary right now. I don't even know what to say. This is just... This is a shock, first of all, that we're playing this fucking terribly. Here we go. Penalty kill, game 4. Already down 3-0. We're just finding a way to shoot ourselves in the foot even more. Ryan Leonard has it. Hit off the puck for the moment. Stapleton brings it in. Leonard over, trying to get a one-timer shorthanded. That one is shut down. Koivunen up the left wing. Breaks it in for Pittsburgh. Over to Ritchie. Down. Latchapov, a big shot. And a big save by Kachekov. Ritchie. Over to Koivunen. Down to Devereaux. He takes a shot. That one blocked. And Lundin has it for us. He'll clear. At least our penalty kill is showing some life here, but not a good position for us to be in. Patra down, and now up to Koivunen. Koivunen breaks us on once again. Koivunen right in, but we let him walk right in. No wonder they're getting all the momentum here. We're just letting them do what they want. All right, who has Odelius for them? Up to that guy. And it's taken away by Ryan Leonard. Good play by him. He'll clear it. And they're forced to get back. So the first minute of the kill, very solid. We're getting good pressure on them. As I say that, here comes that guy up the left wing. Over to Desnoyers, and they score. And the Penguins have swept the President's Trophy winning Washington Capitals in the first round. Probably busted a lot of brackets for people who pick playoffs, but wow. That is a 2019 Tampa Bay type of performance right there, with the Penguins playing the part of the Blue Jackets. That's embarrassing. That is honestly so embarrassing. A 4-game sweep after a President's Trophy winning year. We do not get a single win in the playoffs. In fact, we did not score more than 3 goals in a single game. So I can only imagine the Twitter discourse for Cole Eiserman and shooting right now. They are I mean, if they didn't have a cup, they would be getting the Joel Embiid treatment right now. So, wow, that is that's bad. That's very bad. I really don't even have words to describe how terrible that is. And yeah, well, unless the Avalanche sweep the Blues, we're the only team to get swept. Let's see if that happens just for fun. And it does. Okay, so that's not even a silver lining, dude. That is just bad. And wow, that is another wasted season. Of course, we did have the cup run a few years ago, but that is just not good. And Per Bergqvist, 2 huge penalties in a contract year where he is a UFA. And let's see how much cap space we have. We have not even enough to sign him at the moment. $6 million. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you're packing your bags, buddy, because that is I don't know. That's just how you cost yourself your job. And this offseason is going to be big. Because as of right now, then the cap will probably rise. So we'll have probably maybe closer to $9 or $10 million. Or sorry, we have $6 million. So probably closer to $7 or $8 million. But yeah, we would have Bergqvist, Aginla, McMichael, Lundin, Stapleton. Yeah, we have too many people to resign and not enough money. So yeah, let's just send to the draft. I mean, that is so frustrating, man. It's like, what? That's like that's the hardest thing to read, because obviously you have a contending roster. You have a Stanley Cup winning roster. If, for one, we've won a cup with most of this core. 2, we just won the President's Trophy, so we know we can win games and put up points, 133 points. And as the San Jose Sharks win the Stanley Cup. And then you just have an embarrassing performance like that in the playoffs. It's like, it's literally a tale of 2 seasons, as I said before we even started. The New York Islanders win the draft lottery, going up one spot as the Columbus swap with them. Nashville moves up from 14 to 4, as you can consider them the big winners if you'd like. And yeah, there's the rest of the lottery there. The draft isn't a huge deal to us right now, considering where we're at. But as Sebastian Aho retires with just under 1,500 points, Brock Besser, Nick Ehlers, Adrian Kempe, Buchnevich. So a solid retirement class here. A lot of good players. Shea Theodore, Aaron Ekblad, Seth Jones, a few defensemen there. Let's see, goalies. Anybody of note? UC Saros, Sorokin, Georgiev, Ingram, Aiden Hill. So, yep, former cap Samsonov there. So very solid class there for the retirements. As we get to the draft here, wow, I just really, I have nothing to say about that, man. That is just terrible. Well, if there's any good news, Shadeen, I think he was like at a 94, 95. He's back up to a 96. TJ Ginla, as my voice absolutely shits itself, up to a 94 there. So he solidifies himself as like a top 10, 15 player there. Yeah, I mean, after 111 points, you got to expect something like that. Cole Eiserman, Gavin McKenna has jumped up to a 90. Okay, so broke that 90 plane there, but I mean, he just didn't have a great season last year. Lost his franchise potential after last year as well. So, well, I think he already did, but Caden Wallace there. Any other jumps or dips in overall? McMichael down in 84, but he's been playing at fourth line, and he's 33, so got to expect that. Defensively, Hughes continues to drop a little bit. Yeah, that's another thing. Time is running out. Hughes only has 2 years left on his deal. He's 34, so he's going to be gone soon, no matter if it's from contract or retirement. And looks like no changes there for anybody. I guess we can. I mean, it would be cool to see that Iceman won MVP if he did, but it's like it has a sour taste to it now. It's like bittersweet. As San Jose actually goes back to back. I didn't even realize that. Stanley Cup's there. Of course, seeing that, just, not really a good thing to look at anymore. As actually Nathan McKinnon just went to the Cup final at 38 years old, but wasn't able to pull it out there. Of course, we already knew Eiserman won the Art Ross. He did also take home the Hart. The Norris did also go to Quinn Hughes. Okay. Lady Bane to Eiserman as well. Calder to Nyquist on the Panthers. Hagen's the Conn Smythe. So, yeah, him and Celebrini there. Dynamic duo seems to be. Vezina did do it. Yeah, of course, we have just the hardware. Check off the Vezina. The Jennings to the Hofer there. Masterton to Zacharias on the Ducks, as well as the Ducks head coach winning the Jack Adams. Selke to Connor Geeky. Ted Linton to Eiserman. Maurice Chard to Eiserman as well. So, yeah, we collected the hardware, but I don't think anyone had a smile on their face after the. I mean, like, even if we would have went out in like the conference finals or something, like we could have looked at, hey, we got our first MVP and all that. But I mean, yeah, it'll be cool to look back on. Actually, you know what we can look at? Of course, a new addition to this game is not what I wanted. If I can go back here, if we go to like Eiserman, for example, we can go down to his trophy case. So obviously we had the cup. He's actually got 2 hearts now. I didn't even know he had another. Did he win one with New York? I didn't remember him winning one with us. Maybe I just forgot to look at the award. Yeah, I don't think he would have won it with 89 points in 27-28. So he must have won one probably when he had 86 goals. I just completely forgot about that, I guess. But yeah, he's got 2 Hearts now, 2 Lindsays, 2 Art Rosses, 2 Richards, and 2 Lady Banes. So he's doubling up on everything besides the cup there. How many Norses does Quinn Hughes have now? He's got 5. Wow. Okay, so he's solidifying himself as like a top 5 defenseman at this point. Yeah, over 1,000 points, plus 335 in his career. Yeah, he's going to have his jersey retired here, probably in Vancouver as well. I mean, just great career for him. It's hard for me to give anybody their flowers right now because of that fucking performance in the playoffs. So, yeah. And then Kochetkov now, that's his second Vezina in a row. And yeah, he's got 2 in his career. He's got a Jennings as well. And of course, a cup in Carolina. So he's putting together, what's his career numbers? 909. So you could make the argument for Hall of Fame. I think if these last 3 years have really helped his case, last 4 with the save percentage. But yeah, he's been solid. I mean, he had a couple rough years here, but yeah, you can make the argument. It kind of goes either way. But yeah, I guess we can hop into the draft. I mean, what kind of... I don't even think they showed us the cap, if it raised or not, because it's starting next year or something, right? Oh, we got... Okay, so we do have $8 million to work with. So Bergfist, he actually is down to an 86. How much does he want? He wants more than we have. And honestly, after that performance, it's just hard to justify. I mean, you know, he was a plus 40 this year. Yeah. I mean, those were... I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just costly penalties, but honestly, his playoff numbers here, -5, -2. I mean, these years he was good. I don't know. We're not going to have the money, I don't think, anyway. Joe Ginla, though, I seen he only wanted like $4.5 million. We can definitely get that done. He actually doesn't even really go down. Before I offer him that, so Lundin also... Now, the thing with him is an RFA, so we can qualify him. He wants about $3 mil for a year. Can I go down a little bit? I'm going to for like 2.75. I think 2.5 might be... Yeah, it's pushing it. Yeah, 2.7 I could probably get him for. So that's like $60 million. How much does McMichael want? He only wants like a 3x3. I mean, I feel like it'd be about 3.2 for him. I mean, he's still doing good, right? 30-point guy. It's been here, 573 points. I mean, you could make the argument that, you know, we could just give one of our young guys like Lundin. I mean, he's still in the lineup, but he wants a 1 year at 3 mil. I mean, I feel like the contract is like the best value. Like, we'd have to pretty much sign him. Yeah, I think him and Lundin, we definitely want to give a shot there. Stapleton also. Man, we got so many. I mean, if we're going to let go of Bergfist, we got, okay, $7 million. I am not giving you that. So we're going to have to qualify him. Oh, that's just dumb. Like, what the fuck? We got these guys coming up. I mean, not really Jalmerson, but Mateau there. We have... Who do we have in the system? Let's see. Roy here, top 9 forward, 78 at 22. Has he been playing in the AHL? Yeah, he had a good year last year, 61 points. So he could be NHL ready by next year. Hey, probably not. Huge low elite. Hopefully, I probably could sign him to play in the AHL at this point. I'm just gonna offer him an ELC at this point. And then, honestly, Mattel as well. We'll get his ELC done. I mean, I really don't see a reason why we don't re-sign Joe Iginla. At that price, he can be a good third liner for us. Of course, his brother still plays here. He never turned into that. What did we draft him? 13th overall. That top 6 forward that we wanted him to be, but that also has something to do with he hasn't gotten really the minutes. And it's become like a, you know, mid to high 30-point guy. I don't know. He's still got a good shot, so we can use him on the power play. The only thing is like, defensively, we're going to have these 2 back. We're going to have Hudson back. And then these 3 are free agents. So, Stapleton, I'm definitely qualifying because there's no way I'm giving him $7 million. And I just don't see any reason to bring back Burfus at that price point, especially with him dropping down to an 86 now. He wants $8 million, which is kind of ridiculous. I can't justify it. So, Yep, we're gonna get into the draft here, and we'll just do that and then decide on that after, I guess. So what's our first pick in this draft? 20th overall. Okay, so we do have our first round pick. What kind of capital do we have in this draft? We have 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we have most of our picks here. Do we have any steals or anything that we should target in the draft? Let's take a look here. Already a top 6 at 6. That's not looking good. 143 medium. Okay, it's a goalie though. So left D though right here. Nordstrom, Sven Nordstrom. So we can acquire him. And then any low elites. 2-bar on Saric. And then some top 6 guys, but they're all like first round. Okay. Let's just send to our pick and see where we're at. Alright, we don't know anything about any of these dudes. Oh, they gotta fix these menus. These are slow still. 4 years out. Top 60, definitely not. So we could just go one of these safe picks here. Nazarov on Holmberg. That guy's... Oh, he's 20 years old, though. Holmberg. I mean, I don't think our scouts really did much regardless, but there doesn't seem to be a lot in this draft class. I think I do have it on low, though, because of them early draft classes already being so stacked. So, yeah, we'll just go with Holmberg here. We'll take our safe pick. A grinder, that's pretty cool. Maybe he can become like a bottom 6 guy for us in the future. Now, do we have another pick before that medium elite defenseman? 124, no. So I'm just going to pick him here. We'll go off the board. Yeah, these guys are low top 6 and all that anyway. A little bit off the board here for Sven Nordstrom, who is a 67. How old is he? He's 19, so that's not bad. 5'11", two-way defender. Pretty well-rounded. Not the best physically, but he's only 5'11", so we will take that at the very least for the trade value. And then our next pick, let's see, we could just go for the goalie. Honestly, that's fine. Let's just get Quenneville there. If it wants to make the selection, there we go. Quenneville at 1, whatever pick that was. 5th round now, we're just kind of throwing, I don't know, we're just kind of throwing shit at the wall, seeing if it sticks. Claxon. I mean, is there a guy that might? How's this guy looking? 5 years out. Let's just go for Tucalati. Just, why not? 70. And our last pick in this draft. Anything else we can target? Try this dude. Hope he's a low elite, maybe. Fuck it. Why not? And he's low top 9, so whatever there. A couple good solid picks for us. We weren't really going in on nothing in this draft. And the re-sign stage is now upon us. Now, let's see if any of the asking prices have changed. Hopefully none of them have gone up. And so what do we got? We got $8.1 million to work with. Joe Ginler, are you still at around 4 mil? Yeah, but he definitely went up a little bit, so that sucks. Looks like we can still get him at around 4.2. What's Bergfist at? Yeah, he wants a no. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. How about Lundin? Kind of feel like maybe I should have signed him. Oh, actually, good thing I didn't. He went down. So he wants a 3-year deal, which honestly is fine, although he isn't UFA after that. So maybe we go, 4 years. We probably get him for like 4 years. We can get the extra year on him. Then he starts to go up a little bit, though. Could argue it's worth it. We just don't. 3 mil for 8 years. What kind of season do you have? Because he's low elite. 85 at 22 is really good. Yeah, he's solid third liner. I feel like he can be. We just don't have room in the top 6. He could really break out, though, if we were able to play him there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because we got to play Wallace. Big decision is like Kevin McKenna, because he did not play well last season, and he was playing third line, And with a 90 overall, it's almost like a waste. Now, obviously, $6.5 million, that looked like a great contract when we signed it, but now it's kind of coming back to bite us in the ass. And I was just going to mention, I kind of want to make a big splash after that because that worries me that we're not, like, you know, that sweeping the first round after that President's Trophy is just unacceptable. So, we could be looking to trade Gavin McKenna. Now that he's back up to a 90. But I don't know what his trade value is probably not going to be that high, though. That's a tough one. I mean, Lundin, obviously I'm going to resign him. Let me just come back to him for a second. How much is McMichael asking for? You want to know movement clause? Dude, like, come on. I mean, I don't have any... I wouldn't trade him anyway. He's our captain, but... we can probably get him for, like, 2.7. So we probably would be able to bring him back. Stapleton, did you realize how much you're actually... No, you didn't. Okay. Honestly, just going to qualify you. And honestly, if somebody offers you to, I'll take the... It's probably like almost... It probably is a first round. Well, let's see. 6 million now that we're in whatever year. Let's see. Oh, so if it's under 6.3, it's going to be a second round pick. But if it's like 6.5, then it's a first and a third, which I will gladly take in a heartbeat. I mean, no disrespect to him, but for how much he's asking for, I just cannot justify that at all. So let's go back to expiring. So let's say we try to get a Ginla, Lundin, and McMichael. I don't know if we can do all that, though. I mean, I can't go 8 years with him. Can I go like 6? 3.5? No. 5. I mean, it still is a good contract. 3.9 times 5. Okay, let's sign Aginla first, because we know we can get him. So it's a 2-year deal, which is honestly perfect. Goes right along with our timetable right now. So we can probably get him at like 4.15. Man, this is tough. Yeah, let's just do that. I just want to see with the money that we have left over how long we can sign Lundin, like how much cap space we have. Now, of course, well, I was going to say we might trade McKenna, but that doesn't help us right now because we need to sign them, so. I mean, we could try to nickel and dime him for... Okay, let's just try 4 mil to start off. He'll get back, and then say we sign McMichael as well, because he's not asking for much. At like 2.7. And he accepts that immediately. Okay. Advanced day. Let's see if Aginla accepts that. I accept your offer. Now we have 3.5 on the dot. Okay, so for 3.5, let's literally... We might be able to... he doesn't like the organization. So it's probably a 4-year deal. I'll offer him the 5-year just for value's sake. But, I mean, he already doesn't want an extension, so it's not like it's going to piss him off even more. But I just feel I need to test free agency. What? Buddy, you're 22. Why are you feeling like that? Alright, let's see if we can get him at 3 mil for 4 years then. He'll get back to us. Let's also make sure we get a lot of these other guys signed. Before I sign you, Roy, I definitely want to. Hopefully you don't want it like... Why do you want a one-way? Dude, you just played in the AHL. Why would you want a one-way? Wow. He's really gonna ego us right now? Dude, you're not... Okay. Just qualify you for now, I guess. Qualify... Actually, if I can just sign these guys... One way? Dude, you're 74. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay, what is going on right now? These dudes are not NHL caliber. Jalmerson was signed just because ELC. Potential not great, but his overall at his age is good. Johansson just playing the AHL is fine. Yep, thank you for not being a fucking dickhead and actually knowing how much you're worth. This dude for the AHL, two-way. Yep, you can stay. Again, thanks for not being a fucking idiot. Sorry. Two-way. Yep. And then I doubt he wants a two-way, which is understandable. He's an 82. Yeah, so probably won't be re-signing him. Dvorak, I just okay. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, let's advance day here. And Lundin does accept. Okay, cool. So we do have $2 million now somehow. But I didn't even look at Min. I don't even think. Yeah, he wanted like I wouldn't have signed him regardless. Yep, he was playing fourth line. It's not a big deal. We got him qualified. I mean, I don't even think qualifying these dudes is worth it. So we'll just let them go. And yeah, so letting go Bergfist kind of sucks, but just don't have the money and team need right now for what we needed. We do need some defense help. So if we are going to trade McKenna, you know, you could argue it's just tough because I want to compete right now. And I want to do everything we can to win a Stanley Cup within the next 2 years while we have Quinn Hughes signed. But I also want to play Lundin in the second, or in the top 6 if we can. But it's just, it's not going to work. All right, let's just get to free agency, see what's going on here before we have any decisions set in stone. As all over these scouts sign. Yep. All right. Holy pop-ups. Let me just get oh my god, dude. Please just let me get to free agency. All right, thank you. All right, so let's see who's available here in the pool first of all. This franchise dude who let's just start by UFAs. Vigo Bjork is available. Lane Hudson. Huh, that's funny. That is really funny. Now, wouldn't that just be perfect? Okay, he wants $17 million. I don't think we're going to be in the running for Lane Hudson. Yeah, we have a whopping 2. Even if we traded McKenna, we'd only have, like, 8.5, and that's not going to work. Okay. I mean, all these guys want over $10 million. It's just ridiculous. So, I mean, there's, like, Marco Ross. See, these guys aren't, like, going to... I'd rather just play Lundin in the second, top 6 if we're going to make a big splash there, but... So, I mean, all right, looking on this roster on paper, right? Obviously, first line's going to be Shudin, Aginla, Iceman. Second line, you got Leonard and Niemanen have definitely earned their spots there. And I think it's got to be Wallace. I mean, he had his breakout year last year, 52 points, and McKenna didn't even have 50. Yeah, he had 44. He was a -5. I really don't know why in this game he's playing like shit. I don't get it, but I don't know what happened, man. He's had the 64 point, then he kind of went back down to 50, almost 60, but then just last year was just brutal. I just think he needs to change the scenery. Like, legit, he doesn't have room on this team anyway. If we're going to play him on third line, it's like, what's the point? Yeah, like I said, it's not like his value is up there. Even if he was one more overall better, 91, he'd probably be a lot. I don't really understand why probably maybe defenseman, but I really don't understand why his value is so much higher. But, I mean, defensively, obviously top pair, Quinn Hughes, Dent Matejchuk. Then you have Hudson and maybe Stapleton. We don't even have him signed, and then nobody else. So, we definitely need defensemen. Let's see what teams have on the block. I mean, maybe nothing major. Usually a lot of teams don't have, like, a 90 overall on the block until the deadline, but... Yeah, a lot of teams don't even have anything on the block right now. I mean, Jordan Spence and Braden Schneider being the top options right now. The only defenseman is, like, they're so inaffordable. Like, they ask for ridiculous amounts of money after a while, and it just gets, like... That's probably why all these defensive cores are so bad. So us having, like, the defense we have is probably very, very something. Clayton Keller at 2 years left, 88 overall still. He's probably the best player on the block. So, yeah, I don't know. I really think, though, we gotta move on from McKenna. As much as I hate to say it, I thought he would be a cornerstone of this franchise, but it just really hasn't worked out that way. Is there any? I mean, there's a lot of teams that are interested in him. But I mean, even if we look at defensemen, like their contracts are so stupid. Like, let's just search defensemen, and we'll sort by overall. But yeah, like these dudes. So there is this Verhoef dude, 3 years left at 8, which isn't bad. Owen Power, he has no movement though. Let's see. Levchinov, no movement. Lane Hudson was making 6.9. He's in free agency. Now I want 17. So you can, I mean, you can just see the increase for defensive pay. There is Simone Nemec, 6.7 for the year. He's literally exactly like, what's his name that we just let go of? Already can't think of his name, but, yeah, he could be like a good swap for, I mean, that could just be like a hockey trade too. They're both making about the same money. They're the same overall. Probably, I think, yeah, McKenna's only like 26, but I mean, that could be an option. There's Landon DuPont. Now that's interesting. From Vegas. Another another former first overall pick franchise guy who really hasn't had the type of career we thought he. I mean, Jesus, Vegas, are they just like terrible? Like, what's going on with Vegas? Why is he a minus like 40 every year? Like, what's going on? Would they, like, let's see where they finished this year, for example. Yeah, they were pretty bad. 34, 41, and 7. Can I look at like their previous? I guess maybe not this way. Do they have a goalie that's been there a while now? Wow, there's look at their goalies right now. Please don't tell me this guy was their starter. Okay, he was in the HL. I was gonna say, what the hell? I mean, is everybody here just like, wow, they have a lot of defensemen. Well, not really. They just have those two. Like, was everybody here just like a minus 13? I mean, he really hasn't been that good. It's just straight up. He might be part of the problem. But like, for example, I think he has more value than McKenna though, which sucks. So if we want to get somebody a bit younger, we could maybe target him. We'd have to give up a little bit more though. The good thing with him is he has a few years left, so if he does break out a little bit, we'll have him sign the next couple years. I think he is a bit more fun than Nemec, though. Like, I think there's a bit more upside with him. I know that's crazy with how shit he's been, but now Nemec, obviously, we might even be able to get a little bit back for that, but that's like a hockey trade, like McKenna for Nemec. He's not signed past this year, which sucks. Unless he has an extension, but I doubt they did that in like 2 seconds. Yeah, he doesn't. So, honestly, it probably does make more sense to trade for DuPont. It's just the fact that he's been so terrible. It doesn't help that his team sucks, but, I mean, he straight up just hasn't been good. Like, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, we brought new life to, I mean, that is the argument, though. That is the argument. Shudin was literally in the same exact spot in Philly. He was on a terrible team. And he just wasn't, I mean, he was what? Yeah, he was the first, yeah, this is literally the same thing. We resurrected his career. We brought him from a 60-point, minus 16 guy, instantly 105 points plus 37. I mean, it's going to cost a lot more than Nemec, but it sure is a lot more fun than that, first of all. And I mean, it's a big risk that we need to take right now, I think. I mean, usually I would end it, I mean, this straight up is not going to go through, right? Yeah. So, Gavin McKenna. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Ginla Lundin. Is he a two-way forward or a... I think he's a two-way forward, right? Yeah. Who can't take face-offs, which is funny. Yeah, we do need to sign some depth forwards there. I mean, we could give up like that elite goalie for value or one of these guys. I can't trade Shudin. So we can give him this elite goalie that we drafted. I would give you the defenseman, but honestly, we're going to be looking towards a rebuild soon. He's not bad either. 60, yeah, I probably don't want to do that. I'll give you like a pick this year though. I will literally, I will do this. Let's just see. I don't know if this probably won't go through, but McKenna Quinville in a first for DuPont. Yeah, still no. How do they feel about like another third? Does that entice them any? I feel like we're close. They're not like, we're like way off. 2/3. Okay. So maybe like a B-level prospect. Maybe not like that medium elite defenseman, but maybe somebody like a Terry here. 71 at 20. 71 at 21 is even worse. Janssen. Does that move the needle? Still no. And then do we have like a defensive prospect that isn't Nordstrom that we can move on from? Datsuk is pretty good. I don't want to get rid of him. I guess not. Now maybe we try a third. They do want a second from next year. I mean, this is a lot to... Okay, just a bit low. So, if we add in... I mean, our third doesn't make a difference, right? No. If we add in... Now, they do want the third next year, so maybe that'll entice them. Gavin McKenna, the medium elite goalie we just drafted. Our first-round pick this year, Janssen, and a third this year. For Landon DuPont, who signed under 7.5 for 3 years. Still has franchise potential, 88 overall. Only 90 offensive awareness, but I mean, he's got a great shot, at least power-wise. Puck skills, not as high as you'd want. He's fast as shit, though. So, I think it's a bit... You know what? I really just want to take this risk right now. I honestly think it will... If we can resurrect him like we did Shudin, this will be beautiful. If not, and McKenna ends up being the player that we wanted him to be, great. But for us, he's playing third line right now, and that's just a waste. So, let's see if this goes through. Still no. But if we change it to a second, it probably will. So, honestly, usually I wait to, like, see if anyone has any other thoughts. But I'm going to make this bold move if it'll go through. McKenna, a first from this year, Quenville, Janssen, and a second from next year for Landon DuPont. Still no. I can't really add nothing to this. Unless maybe I make the prospect a little bit better. If I can. So instead of Janssen, I'll give you... I doubt, like, Terry changes it, though, right? And it... Wow, okay. That's all it took. So there we go. We have acquired Landon DuPont. So I don't know how that's going to end up. It's a bold move, but we needed... I mean, this success for us has been built off of the bold moves. We signed Quinn Hughes. We traded for Shudin. We traded for Eiserman. We made a big splash, and we did that once again here with Landon DuPont. We're going to see if we can resurrect his career, as he is a career minus 169. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, he was point per game with Everett. I mean, he was over a point per game a lot of the times. NHL-wise, I mean, was he just not getting minutes? Like, what was going on here? No, he was. He was even top pair. They just sucked. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to see if we can resurrect him. And that's going to be the dessert for this video, the ending on there. So, appreciate you guys checking out this one. Let me know what you guys thought of that move. If you think we fucked up. If you think, that's maybe the move we needed. Obviously, time will tell. And we're going to find that out here. Maybe at the start of next episode, couple episodes down. I'm leaving our cup window at 2 more years. We have Quinn Hughes signed for 2 more years. A lot of our core is getting older, and that's kind of our thing here. So the last years we'll really have a deep dive into, and we'll go from there. But appreciate you guys checking out this one, and as always, you guys take care.